light set up. Keep on telling myself I'm better. Head propelling my mental first. I know you want peace instead of me getting jealous. Teasing the extra. You chewing my thoughts.
And you've got it on 2K Sports for Wednesday night action in the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sidelines. And now, in the first half of December, more games under our belt. The power rankings starting to take shape. You take a look at the Warriors. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And right now, Chicago, they're the best in class when it comes to putting a great product on the court. And we've seen that in the early going.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. And for the Bucks, Griffin out there with Howard. Then it's Elliott. Then it's Nelson. And it's Jeffries in at the 2. And we know, Greg, most of the talk coming into this game focused on the front court matchup. A lot of talent in the low post here.
And, you know, a lot of times that means it'll come down to the rebounding battle. Whoever controls the boards will have a big leg up in the physical and mental aspect of this game.
Tip-off goes to Milwaukee. Here is Elliott. Pass to Nelson.
Yeah, quick foul to pick up right away here in the first quarter.
Here is Elliott. Left side, Griffin. Just 4 to shoot. And he gets the bucket. Griffin's got the opening field goal of the game for the Bucks.
Nice effort taking the early lead. Here we go.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way. You just can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Here is Elliott. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Howard in the post, covered by Barnes, and Howard with the stuff.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
The kick out to Barnes. Frazier with it, and it's Nelson picking him up.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the Bulls this season.
A division battle. These two squads play each other 4 times this season.
Now here's Griffin. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Count it.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal today.
Got a hand on it. Here is Elliott, and he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Pulls it up. Rebound by the Bulls. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, watching that game quarter to quarter, they sped up, they slowed down, but they executed in every facet.
Jeffries can't get it to go.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
He gets it in there.
Good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Here is Elliott. He kicks it to Nelson. Buries it from 3-point range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
They set the pick. Inside, here's a Martinez, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Here is Elliott, and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. Let's see the stat sheet here for him.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Launches a 3. Rebounded by Howard.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Barnes grabs the miss.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Bulls shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And he makes the first.
Taking 2 shots.
Good on both. Here is Elliott. He has yet to score. Feeds to Jeffries. And that one is stuffed right through.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Arnold covered by Elliott. Arnold passes to Frazier. Shot on the wing. Bucket is good. He's got 6. For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Pass to Howard. Over Barnes. And it's Howard finishing it off.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
And it's good, 2 points.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Elliott passes to Nelson. Here is Elliott. Passes it to Griffin. There's the 3. The shot will not fall. Chicago trailing here. Barnes, screen on Nelson.
All right, a moment to check out the stats for Barnes. How his last 10 games have gone. He's getting around 8 points a game, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. And very few players in the league can go out and produce like he has. Just a great stretch for him.
He keeps playing like this, and you know in arenas, especially at home, when the star player is playing this well, those MVP chants come raining down.
Haywood's checked in for the Bucks. The Bucks working the ball around. Nelson, no one around him. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Nelson's got 6.
Does so much out there to stretch out the defense, and he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
They set the pick. Now the pass to Nixon. And it's sent back by Howard. Here's Griffin. Chicago grabs the miss. Here's Nixon. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Both teams will make substitutions.
Substitution on the court.
Down low. Just 5 to shoot. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in. He didn't need to fade back. No one in his face, but he buried it anyway.
To the middle. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Number 1.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here's Howard. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. It's Richardson on the wing. Off offensive rebound. Pass to Meyer. This one for three. Drains the three-pointer.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
Ooh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. And that's life above the rim. Courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. To the inside. Kicks it out to Richardson. Shoots over Griffin. Richardson, no luck.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
And every season you have teams, Greg, that start out hot only to falter. How do you separate the real from the rest?
Kevin, that's a good question. And one thing is what we call point differential. Doesn't just look at wins and losses, but margins of victory. And it can indicate who's really built to go the distance.
Here he goes. Out to the wing. Nixon, the pass to Meyer. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Here's a look at the teams that have been dominant offensively over the course of the past month. Number 1, the Bulls.
I just love their offensive flow lately. I mean, this is a dominant team offensively because of that rhythm and pace.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you're going to pick to send to the free throw line. I mean, he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Here is Jeffries. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. And Webster kicks to Jeffries. Let's go. Haywood, no good. Bulls trail by 3. Nixon, the pass to Warren. And he hits it to tie the game up.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Justice. Richardson covered. Here is Jeffries. Pass to Haywood. Over Warren. And again, the Bucks miss. And it's Warren with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. Here's Richardson, and it's Richardson slamming it down.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Here's Nixon. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Chicago shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And the Bucks making a change here. Beasley's checked in. 36 seconds left in the first quarter. A steal. In the corner, it's Richardson. Here's Nixon. Webster covering. Here is Jeffries. Loads it up for Beasley. It's intercepted. Here's Warren. Got it up. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain.
The previous play is everyone.
Maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like this. Still plenty of time left in this game, and really it's about getting the call right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they're keeping the call as is. It was close, but he had not released it before the clock had expired. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Bulls out front, up 3. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. It's a lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Arnold, guarded by Erickson, stolen by Haywood. Passes it to Erickson. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Warren. Warren's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the basket is good. 8 points for him.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Here's Erickson. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, that screen wasn't quite as effective as it could be. However, they find a way to get it done. Credit the shooter for overcoming that aggressive defense.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Elliott's checked in. And you think of height as an advantage in basketball, but Greg, the versatility at such a premium. Can you be too tall in today's NBA?
It's a valid question. The two biggest concerns for 7-footers are mobility and durability. To move the way they need to puts a lot of strain on those lower extremities.
Here's Erickson. Off target from three-point range.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Nifty move. Jams it in off the great move.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Score of the basket is third after 5 shots.
Now, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Here's Frazier. His 3-pointers off the mark. Bucks trail by 4. Here's the floater. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Warren's got his 5th rebound in this one. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here.
Chicago timeout call. Okay, fans, it's T-shirt time.
So both teams making some changes here. And a look now at some of the players we can expect to see in this year's dunk contest. Always one of the great events of All-Star Weekend.
It is, Kevin. You just can't take your eyes off it. The ideas those guys come up with, and then the guts it takes to pull them off, always blows me away.
Well, you look at Nelson, and I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible.
Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Here's Elliott. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Scotty Barnes picks one up.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Bucks shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
Howard's checked in for the Bucks. Frazier outside. Here's Amonatides. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Bucks trail by 7. There's the pass to Haywood. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it.
Nice delivery there. You can't hesitate when a man comes free on the perimeter. He got it, went right into the shot.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Yep, it counts. He's got 16.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Here is Elliott. Screened by Howard. Here's the 3. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. Here's Arnold. Oh, and he dunks it down.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Here is Elliott. Pass to Haywood. Over Amanatides. And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut down to 7 on the bucket from Haywood.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
Frazier outside. Pass to Arnold. The three bangs home the trifecta. And the Bulls lead by 10.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Here is Elliott. From past the arc. Here's Howard. And Howard slams it home.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. And here's Barnes for three. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Well, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Bucks trail by 11. Here is Elliott. Pass to Howard. Over Barnes. Good D by Barnes.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
The kick out to Frazier. From the arc. The pass to Arnold. Shoots the three. Goes up again. And he jams it with authority.
You have to prevent him from getting to the paint, unless you want to see a highlight.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA has a 3-pronged approach to globalization. 1 is hosting games on foreign soil. 2, teach youngsters to play through academies and camps. And 3, make broadcasts more accessible via television and the web. The returns? 15% growth year over year for the last decade. And an opportunity, in time, to maybe be the biggest sport on earth. Kevin?
Those are big plans. A lot of competition, but I love the way they think. DA, thanks. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Let's take a look at numbers for Frazier. How's the last month of basketball been for him? Putting up about 10 points a night, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And to be honest, not quite the numbers you've come to expect from a player of his caliber.
It's been a bit of a roller coaster, an up and down stretch for him right now, but don't worry, team. He'll be back out there and feasting in no time. Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Nelson with the steal. Pass to Elliott. Fires the three. Not that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut down to 8 on the bucket from Haywood.
Well, the game's 4 quarters, and after a tough first half, he's found his rhythm in the second.
Arnold covered by Elliott. Here's Nixon. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Milwaukee's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Now Howard. 6 points for him. There's a screen. That is good. And the Bulls' lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Elliott.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Justice the pass to Elliott. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Amonatides, Haywood covering, uncovered. Another one falls for Chicago.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Elliott misses.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard. Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity. This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
Substitution on the court.
1:04 left in the second quarter. No problems knocking that one down. Nelson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Passes to Nixon from deep. There's his third field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
First team foul. Full substitution. Number 42.
Chicago. Leading by 11. Richardson outside to the paint. Meyer passes to Warren. Here's Nixon. From the top of the key, and it's Chicago scoring again.
That's more like it, rounding into form after a very, very difficult first quarter.
Here is Elliott. Screen by Howard. And it will go, and the Bulls lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Elliott. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
A 3 off the inbound. No good that time. And so we conclude the first half. Bulls lead by 10. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. A clinic in execution so far, as it's been a dominant showing for the Chicago Bulls.
Well, you have to like the unselfishness. They share the pill, don't over-dribble. Signs of great chemistry, kind of like our squad right here.
Indeed, we are just one big, happy family. And we've got the playoff picture starting to come into focus now. So let's take a look at the Eastern Conference.
Looking at the Bulls, I had them as a top team before the season, and now I'm picking them to make the finals. Tell me I'm wrong, Kenny. You can't, because I'm right. 2 + 2 is 5.
And as much as it pains me, I have to agree with it.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And Barnes has got the ball here for Chicago. They host the Spurs after this one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Howard is out there with Nelson. Then it's Griffin. Then it's Elliott. And it's Jeffries in at the 2-guard. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Pass to Jeffries.
mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Bulls making a switch here.
Number 47, Nixon.
The pass to Howard. He's looking for Griffin and finds him. Second shot opportunity. Barnes grabs the miss.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Good ball movement here by the Bulls. There's the pick. Here's Arnold. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Griffin. Pass to Nelson. Passes it to Elliott. Kicks to Jeffries. Just 5 on the clock. Nelson sets a screen for Griffin. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
You talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Frazier. It's blocked, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Here is Elliott. He's got 7. From deep three-point land. Another shot. And it's Howard laying it in. Howard's got 8.
All right, after 4 misses, they finally get one to go. That has to be a big relief for the offense after beginning this half on a bit of a cold streak.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Bulls shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. Bucks trail by 15. Screen by Howard. Inside, and slammed in by Howard.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. Barnes, screen on Elliott. Arnold pass to Barnes. Nelson with the steal. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. It's good on the putback.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
The Bulls leading by 11. Driving to the basket. Barnes. Arnold covered by Elliott. Tries it from the top of the key. Nelson with the rebound. Nelson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Here is Jeffries. Frazier covering. And there's the pass to Elliott. And that'll be Milwaukee as it goes out of bounds. Bucks retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end. This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Here's Nixon. And yes, it's good. Nixon's got 5 points now this quarter.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
They get the rebound, and it's slammed in by Howard.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark.
And with the break here, let's look at the stats for Nelson. He's getting around 16 points a game, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists. And it says a lot that when we see numbers like this from him, we aren't even shocked. He's that good.
Yeah, we really have just grown to get used to his greatness, and that's the level for him that he's on right now.
Pass to Meyer. Six on the shot clock. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Shoots it up. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
All game long, they've just done a great job of keeping the pressure on the defense and penetrating with the pass. They've gotten everything inside, and they've converted there. Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Elliott kicks to Griffin. Down low, tries from 7. And that one hits back iron. Chicago leading by 10. Frazier outside. Jeffries with the rebound. Milwaukee's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Passes to Elliott. From the wing. And it's Chicago with the rebound. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Haywood's checked in for Elliott. Haywood, the pass to Griffin. Up and in on the way. Griffin's got 5 points in the quarter.
That's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Nixon. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game. Second free throw, no good. Bucks trail by 9. Haywood with the ball. He's got 9. One-on-one here. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much. Well, the NBA is investing in Africa with the Basketball Africa League. Deputy Commissioner Mark Tatum said right now in Africa, sports is viewed only as competition, not as a business. What we're trying to demonstrate is that if you invest in sports, with the young, fast-growing population in Africa, there is a huge opportunity for high returns. Kevin?
It looks, DA, like a win-win, and we thank you for your report. So, Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. To the inside. Kicks it out to Richardson for 3, and the 3 ball is good. Richardson's got 5 points so far.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Pass to Howard. And another basket for Milwaukee.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
He takes it in, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Here is Jeffries, back to Griffin. All alone. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
The 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. Nelson's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Griffin passes to Haywood. Count it, good. Haywood's got 4 this quarter. Chicago leading by 6. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going in this quarter.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Well, this kind of effort will energize the team and get you going, just gobbling up every board.
And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. A 3 ball. Good on the 3-point shot. 27 points for him.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
1:37 left in the third. A shot by Griffin. Nobody around. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Are we sure that's the same player, guys? He looks completely different. What confidence he's playing with, and look how engaged he is on both ends.
That one's not going to go. Bucks trail by 6. He kicks to Haywood. Back to Griffin. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
I don't know if you push the panic button now, but that's the 4th personal. And he needs to stay aggressive out there. So it's going to be interesting to see how he plays moving forward.
Chicago making a switch here. Barnes is checked in. Stolen by Haywood. Here's Jeffries. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Many times you don't like that shot selection, but sometimes when you're just feeling it in transition when no one's on you, great shot there.
And the layup's good off the glass. And the Bulls lead by 5.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
The Bucks making a switch here. Elliott's checked in. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And the wide open shot from Warren. Another 3 for Chicago.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. For Milwaukee, they have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
What's up?
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. .11 seconds left to play in the third. Here is Elliott. Over in the corner, Webster. A three-pointer, no good. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. It's the Bulls. They 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. The latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Bulls coach was going over with his team. Now, they've been happy with the way the team is shooting. He reminded players to keep taking those threes, that they've had some clean looks. When that 3 goes in, it's always a welcome sight. Guys?
Thank you, David. So for Chicago right now.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Elliott kicks to Webster. Shot clock at 6. And it's denied.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
And here's Warren for 3. Offensive rebound. For the 3. Rebound by Webster. Bucks trail by 6. Chicago making a switch here. Richardson's checked in.
Substitution on the court.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. The pass to Justice. Kicks it to Haywood. Here is Elliott. Shot clock at 5. They set the pick. High post shot. It's Webster outside. Chicago grabs the miss. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. There's the triple. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Pass to Elliott. Nice shot from the wing. Bulls leading by 7. Pass to Arnold. 3-pointer. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
You know what time it is, Bucks fans. Give it up for your forward crew.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here is Elliott. Pass to Haywood. Fires the 3. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Kicks it out to Richardson. Another 3 for Chicago.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Elliott passes to Webster. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Nixon's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. 3-pointer. Offensive rebound. Takes a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. And the Bulls lead by 14.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Elliott passes to Haywood. Here is Elliott. Five on the clock. There's a good screen. Rebound by the Bulls. Nixon's got 8 rebounds in this game. And the layup falls. He has 31.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Haywood. And nothing is falling for him right now. Chicago leading by 16 to the middle. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
The 17-footer goes down.
To leave a guy like that wide open from range, big mix-up.
The Bulls have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. In the corner, it's Richardson. They get a hand on it. The Bulls need to get a shot on it. He can't get it to go.
There's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
A flawless finish on the alley-oop. Chicago has gotten 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of it. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
From downtown, drills it from outside. Richardson's got 9 points here in the second half.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here is Elliott. Lock at 6. Here's the screen. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful. This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Good on the second free throw. And he nails the third. Chicago leading by 14. The kick out to Frazier. Barnes outside. And the pass to Arnold. Frazier left side. Again, Chicago.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Here is Elliott. Howard up on top. Outside Griffin. Back to Howard. Clock at 4. Here's Jeffries. Good on the triple.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
The drive by Barnes. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by Howard.
And it's still a close game. I mean, despite the fact that they've struggled to compete on the boards.
Jeffries, good.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
The possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight, taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ballgame.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Pass to Nelson. He kicks it to Jeffries. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
The kick out to Frazier. And the Bulls with another miss. And it's Milwaukee's ball. They're on a 16-5 run here. Jeffries can't get it to go. Chicago leading by 7. It's stolen by Frazier. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. It's deflected. Here is Elliott. Bobbed up there for Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're ahead by 5. 1:36 left to play in the final quarter. Richardson, he's checked in for Chicago. 1:36 left in the fourth quarter. Out left to the wing. Here's Amanatides. Tries again. Milwaukee with the rebound. Passes it to Elliott. Fires for three. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. Barnes has got his 5th rebound in this one. Left in the fourth quarter. Richardson no luck. Milwaukee's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Griffin passes to Nelson. Here's Elliott. That 3 off the mark.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
44 seconds left in the game. Kicks it out to Richardson. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. And the Bulls lead by 7.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Timeout called. The Bucks. They're down by 7. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And you know what? They're not ready to give up yet. They'll try to intentionally foul if they can get a quick hoop.
Jeffries, the pass to Howard. Here's Elliott. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pulls up on the wing. Right through the cylinder that time. All net. And now it's a 9-point Bulls lead.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Shoots from 14. Howard with the steal. And so it's Chicago winning this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA.
In the house that can buy them and the ballin' with the can.